What's going on, people? Welcome back to the channel. This is Billy Dan, and we're looking at Bitcoin against the US dollar. And boy, today we have seen Bitcoin down nearly 5%, and the altcoin market has been absolutely getting smashed. Now, in our last video, we was talking about Bitcoin breaking out of this downwards trend line, but as we zoom in and have a look, we can see it did break out, price come back for the retest and actually continue to the downside, in fact being a fake out. And what we see happen, price made a lower high, continue down to make a lower low to continue the downtrend that we've been in since around the beginning of June for a month now. Now, I know the markets are not looking good. I know the portfolios are looking terrible. And I know people are panicking, thinking, why shouldn't I sell? Why did I buy? Oh, if, what's, buts, maybes, whatever. But at the end of the day, if we use logic and think clearly instead of emotions, we know the halving has just gone. Wall Street and financial institutions are getting in on this market. The data suggesting that the Federal Reserve will soon be looking to cut interest rate. We're in an election year. We've got an election coming up, not only for the UK, but the major one, the US. So the markets are going to be extra volatile. And I'm looking at the altcoins, I'm looking at the portfolios, and I can see them getting smashed. I've seen this happen before. You have to be in these markets for a certain amount of time to gain experience in these markets, so you know how to navigate. No one is going to be right all the time, especially in the market. But you do not need to be right all the time. You just need to know how to navigate the markets to benefit from the markets. So Bitcoin's not done, cryptocurrency is not done. But what we could see happen, we could possibly see Bitcoin decide to continue down all the way to $50,000. But before we get too hasty, because if Bitcoin starts continuing to $50,000, then there is even lower levels that we need to be looking at as a possibility for Bitcoin to go to. Now, if you're not a trader and you took some of my advice about DCAing, then these market conditions have been the best market conditions for you yet. Now, we're going to look at where Bitcoin could go to next and what sort of levels Bitcoin needs to hold, and can we recover and start moving to the upside anytime soon. Now, if we zoom out a bit, the worrying thing is we could possibly have some sort of M pattern playing out. We just see that previous M pattern playing out that we was talking about that took us back down to $60,000. But if we look on a bigger scale, we can see that price moved up quite aggressively. We made a high, we pulled back, made another high. Now we're pushing back down to the downside, and if we break these lows, then we might complete the next leg of the M pattern, and that will take us to around $42,000. Yes, scary, but at the same time, if you understand the markets, and if we zoom out a bit more, we can see since last year we have done nothing but move up aggressively. So some choppiness that we've had, a little pullback, and then the continuation to 100,000, and it might be in 2025. It might start kicking off again in winter. This summer might be a down summer for Bitcoin, but if you leave the markets now, if you forget about Bitcoin, the next time you hear about it, you're going to look back and you're going to miss out on plenty of opportunities. So if you're my DCA crew, keep DCAing, because you're getting Bitcoin at 40, 50, 60, 70, back at 60, back at 40. Do you understand what I'm saying? You're getting it all different prices. So by the time Bitcoin gets to 100k, you've been getting it at so much different prices, you're going to be in profit on every single one of them. Not only that, you would have stacked up quite a lot of Bitcoin. For my traders, be careful. The volatility is high. You got to know how much you're risking. Stop over risking, because one trade is not going to change your life. You need to be consistent in your trading. You need to be making consistent gains. Now, for my altcoin holders, you're doing just fine. You're doing just fine. Just hold your altcoins, and you're going to have to sit out the storm. That's part of being an altcoin holder. You're going to have to go through the storm. Why some see blood on the streets, some are seeing for sale signs. Yeah, I was in the shopping center the other day. There were shops and it said sell on the sign. Summer sales. So it looks like Crypto is in the summer sales, and I know we've probably deployed a lot already expecting it to go. The move back up will be quick, but I'm not saying it will be soon. It could go into winter and then start moving back to the upside. Then we have a great full year of price pumping throughout 2025. So if you're maxed out on capital, it's time to run it up so we're ready to deploy again. Now, what do we want to see from Bitcoin? Looking at Bitcoin's levels, I'm looking here around $56,000. Okay, we can see Bitcoin is testing that $56,000 level right now. It was a previous low, and we can see the last time we was at this price pushed away heavy back up to the $70,000 level. Now, if we don't see this level hold, okay, we have to see this level hold. If we don't see this level hold and Bitcoin starts breaking down and continue to the downside, then we're going to $50,000. We're going to $50,000, okay? But if we start getting below and then we get back above, then it looks like the buyers are holding this level to the left hand side, and then we can stay in this range. And all we're going to be doing is ranging still. There's no panic. We're going to be ranging because guess what? From the beginning of June, price dropped for 1 month to beginning of July, and that's where we're at now. From the beginning of May, price pushed up and made a high at the beginning of June, 1 month. All price has done is moved up 1 month and move back down 1 month, and everyone is having a madness. Listen, obviously we've got fundamentals going on, and things don't go flying straight after the halving. It coils up, coils up, coils up, coils up, and then it goes flying. If you haven't already, go watch the altcoin videos on the channel. Some of them altcoins are already in their buy zones. Some of them are moving towards buy zones, are lower buy zones. Some of them even better, getting them on the cheap. Maybe start to look to DCA in some of them. Maybe some pick up a little piece on the cheap. Maybe you want to wait to see how the markets perform. But all I'm saying to you is, this is not financial advice. None of this is financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. All I'm saying to you is, do not take your eye off the ball now. This is what they want you to do. Remember, BlackRock's involved now. Yeah? So they want to get Bitcoin on the cheap for their mates. How far can we push it down? Make everyone sell their Bitcoin. And then we just cop it all up. And then by the time it's at 100, 120k, they can buy it all back off of us. The markets ain't for the faint-hearted, but in this crypto we can make life-changing gains. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Hit that bell notification because we're going to be putting out more content, time sensitive. So you need to hit that bell notification. This is Billy Dan. Until the next video, I'm out.